Namaste yogis, I'm Rajat. Welcome to my course, Step into the Power of Breath. Today's class is Nadi Shodhana. So, what are nadis? As per the tradition of hatha yoga, nadis in our body are the subtle pathways of our prana. Prana is the vital force which is keeping us alive. So this prana is assimilated into our body through the food we eat, through the water we drink, through the air we breathe. So all of this assimilation needs to be distributed in our body to all the major parts, to the organs, to the nervous system, to all the limbs, to our entire body. So if you see, as per science, there is no such picture of how a nadi looks. This is a very subtle dimension of our body which was discovered by the yogis, by the sages in India that have lived in the history, in the course of time. So the hatha yogis came out into a conclusion that there are 72,000 major nadis in our entire body. From the major nadis, 36,000 of them are on the left side of the body, and 36,000 of them are on the right side of the body. Now, to specifically name each of them and to remember the names and what are the functions was really tough. So, in a gross way, we call them as Ida and Pingala. So, towards the right side of my body is the solar side, which is known as the Pingala Nadi, and towards the left side of my body is the lunar side, which is known as the Ida Nadi. So in the gross form, if you take these 36,000 nadis of my left and the 36,000 nadis of my right, in a gross form, they can be represented, and we can find a way to touch them, to manipulate them, to find a discipline within them through our nostrils. So we know the right nostril as the Surya Nadi, the left nostril as the Chandra Nadi. So the left hemisphere of my brain is related to the right side of my body, and the right side of my brain is related to the Ida Nadi, the left side of my body. And likewise, the right nostril is the sun nostril, the left nostril is the Chandra nostril, which means the moon nostril. So what is the significance of Nadi Shodhana? Why do we need it? Shodhan here means purification. Once we grab the concept of what nadis are, we have to grab the concept of how to purify them, because in yoga, this tradition has always prospered in the name of purification of the body and the purification of the mind, so that we can reach out the deeper dimensions of our existence and we can reach out to the ultimate truth, the divinity which is all that is. So first we need to purify all the nadis in our body so that there is sufficient prana shakti, there is sufficient vital force in the body to function in a manner that I become meditative, or that I go closer towards the ultimate truth. So Nadi Shodhana talks about 4 different steps which a sadhaka has to gradually proceed towards, which helps in purifying these subtle channels of prana. Now, before we go into the very first step, I would like to tell you the significance of both the Ida and Pingala Nadi. So, what happens if in a gross manner my Pingala Nadi is blocked, if my right nostril is blocked? Now, the right nostril is known as the Surya Nadi for a reason, because this controls the heat within my body. As per Ayurveda, this controls the pith in my body, the fire. if my right nostril is blocked for days, I will see that I have constipation, or there are problems related to my fire element, as in the vital fire in the body is in the stomach, which is known as Jataragni in Sanskrit. So if the right nostril is blocked, I will always find things are getting difficult to digest, and there are different dimensions and aspects of the pith that is not being utilized properly. And if the Chandra Nadi, which is the left side of my body, what if the Chandra Nadi gets blocked? So this is related to the cooling effect in my body. If this fluctuates, I will find that my endocrine system is not working properly. There are hormonal disbalances. So hence we have come up with Nadi Shodhan techniques, where we will purify both the nadis in a way that further the Pran Shakti, with the amalgamation of both Pingala and Ida, flows in the central nadi, which is known as the Shushmana Nadi. Now once the Pran Shakti rises from the Shushmana Nadi, this is what the Hatha Yoga tradition calls as Kundalini Jagran. Through this nadi is where our chakras are getting risen up from the Mooladhara all the way up to the Sahasrara. So we will go further towards the very first step of Nadi Shodhan, which is all about just learning to breathe from different nadis. Just an introduction, just a touch what nadis are and how we can introduce towards the purification of them. So for all the Nadi Shodhan pranayams, we will need to make pranayam mudra, for which with the right hand we will fold our index finger and the middle finger and use the thumb, our ring finger and the little finger for the purpose. With the thumb we will close the right nostril, the Surya Nadi, and first we will only breathe through the left nostril. This is the first Pehla Charan, the first step of Nadi Shodhan. In this we are doing nothing but only learning the concept of how to breathe through each nostril one after the other. So here we will close the right nostril, and we can close the eyes, and we will only exhale and inhale through the left nostril, through the Ida Nadi. We will do 5 rounds of this, and then we will switch towards the Surya Nadi, the Pingala Nadi. So you may come into a pranayam mudra. You can place your hands on the knees if you want, or you can come into a chin mudra. Close the right nostril with your thumb. Exhale first. We will start from exhaling already the carbonic gases inside our body. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Complete inhalations from the Chandra Nadi, and then again exhaling from the Chandra Nadi. Inhale from the left nostril. Exhale from the left nostril completely. Inhale only from the left nostril all the way down till your belly, and exhale from the same nostril out, a complete breath. Inhale from the left, and exhale from the left, a complete breath out. Now one more time, inhale from the left, exhale a complete breath after this from the left itself. Now once this is done, we will switch the sides. This time we will close the Ida Nadi, we will close the left nostril and only breathe in and out through the right nostril, which is the solar side of my body. This time we will use the pinky finger and the the index finger to close the left nostril, and we will only breathe in and out through the right. We will start with exhaling from the left. Exhale a complete breath out. Inhale a deep breath from the right itself. The left remains closed throughout the process. Once again, exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Only the right nostril is being used here. Once again, you exhale from the left. Once again, from the right. Only the right nostril is being used here. My bad. Again, inhaling from the right nostril. Exhaling again from the right nostril as our belly contracts, the chest contracts. And inhaling from the same as my chest expands, my belly expands. Make sure you're sitting upright. One last time, exhaling from the right. And inhaling from the right. And slowly exhale, and you can open up your eyes. This was the first step of Nadi Shodhana. This is only to grasp the concept of that we have two different nadis, what pranayam mudra is, and how we can start up with what Nadi Shodhana is all about, how we can further move towards the advanced steps of it and find more discipline into the practice, where we even introduce Anta Kumbhak or Vahya Kumbhak in the same Kriya. So thank you for being present with me in this class. I hope you find this helpful. When you are back home, you can practice this pranayam. Anyone can do it. You always start from the left and end with the right, because left is a coolant nadi we have. We want to end up with a heating body, so you can end with the right. And we just did in the class for 5 sets to the left, 5 to the right. You can gradually proceed and increase the numbers of it to 10 or 20 on the each nostrils. Thanks a lot. I'm signing off for this class. Hope to see you in the next class, where we will learn the second step of Nadi Shodhana. Dhanyavad.